You've been doing everything you think is right for your dog, feeding them, walking them, loving them. But there are 5 things most owners never do, and without them, your dog is quietly living a fraction of the life they deserve. By the end of this video, everything changes. Welcome to Canine Mind World. Subscribe right now. We publish what your dog can't tell you themselves. Today we're covering the 5 secrets that genuinely transform a dog's life. Not tips you've scrolled past 100 times. Real deep changes that affect how your dog feels, thinks, and connects with you every single day. And the third one? Most owners don't even know it exists. Let's get into it. Secret number 1, massage. You already know what a good massage does to a human body. The tension in your shoulders that you've been carrying for days, it melts. Your breathing slows. Your nervous system shifts out of fight or flight and into something quieter. Your dog experiences that same shift. Their muscles hold stress the exact same way yours do. And most of them are walking around chronically tense without their owners having any idea. A massage isn't about pampering your dog. It's about communicating with them through the one language that requires no translation: touch. When you place your hands on your dog with calm, deliberate pressure, you are telling them something words never could. That they are safe, that you are present, that there is nothing to brace against right now. Start along the back. Long, slow strokes from the base of the skull down toward the tail. Feel what's underneath. The muscles along the spine, the shoulders, the haunches. You'll notice areas where the body feels tight or where your dog subtly pulls away. Those are the spots carrying the most tension. Come back to them with small, firm, circular movements. Don't rush. The goal isn't to cover ground. It's to invite the nervous system to let go. Watch what happens as you work. A dog that came to you wired, pacing, panting, restless, begins to still. Their breathing changes. Their eyes soften. That shift you're witnessing isn't just relaxation. It's trust. It's the bond becoming something more than food and walks. A dog who is regularly massaged is a dog whose baseline calm sits higher. They handle stress better. They recover from stimulation faster. They feel and behave like a completely different animal. Make this a daily ritual. Even 5 minutes before bed, done with intention and consistency, will change your dog's life more than almost anything else you could do. Secret number 2, true companionship. Here's something that gets said so often it's lost its weight. Dogs are pack animals. We nod at it, we move on. But the full meaning of that sentence, when you actually sit with it, is profound. A dog is not designed to exist alongside you. They are designed to exist with you, fully, continuously, with their whole nervous system oriented toward the presence of their people. In the wild, a dog without their pack is a dog in danger. That wiring doesn't disappear because they sleep on a couch instead of under a tree. The need is the same. The urgency is the same. The difference is that a domestic dog can't go find their pack if they feel disconnected. They just have to sit in that disconnection and wait. You are your dog's entire world. You are their leader, their companion, their source of certainty in an environment they didn't choose and can't fully understand. That's an enormous thing to be. And it means that the quality of time you spend with your dog matters more than almost any other variable in their well-being. This is not about quantity. A walk where you're looking at your phone for 30 minutes gives your dog very little of what they actually need. A focused 10-minute walk where you are genuinely present, watching them, reading them, letting them lead sometimes, gives them something entirely different. Talk to them. Make eye contact. Slow down when they stop to investigate something instead of pulling them forward. That sniff at the base of a fence post contains an entire story for your dog. Give them the time to read it. The emotional state you carry into your time with your dog is the emotional state they absorb. Dogs are extraordinarily sensitive to the energy their people project. A person who comes home stressed and distracted brings that energy directly into the dog's nervous system. A person who comes home, takes a breath, and makes genuine contact, even for a few minutes, gives their dog something stabilizing that carries through the rest of the day. Your dog doesn't need you to be perfect. They need you to be present. That one shift, practiced consistently, transforms the relationship into what it was always meant to be. Secret number 3, mental challenges. You've heard that a tired dog is a good dog. That's true, but the kind of tired most owners think of, the physical kind from running and fetching, only addresses half of the equation. The other half is the one that gets ignored. And it's the half that drives most of the behavioral problems owners can't figure out. A dog's brain is built for problem solving. In the wild, the majority of a dog's waking hours were spent using their mind, reading scent trails, making decisions, figuring out how to access food, navigating the complex social dynamics of their pack. That brain didn't stop needing stimulation just because food now appears in a bowl twice of challenge, is create its own problems. Chewing, excessive barking, anxiety, obsessive behaviors. These aren't bad dogs. These are brilliant animals with nothing to do with their intelligence. Puzzle feeders and enrichment toys are where most people start, and they're a legitimate starting point. A simple snuffle mat that hides kibble inside fleece strips can occupy a dog for 20 minutes and satisfy a genuine cognitive need. But don't stop there. Increase the difficulty over time. Rotate the challenges so they don't lose their novelty. The goal is to regularly put your dog in a situation where they have to figure something out and experience the neurological reward of succeeding. Training is even more powerful, and its effects go far deeper than commands. Every training session is a conversation. It requires your dog to focus, to read you, to make choices, and receive feedback. That process, repeated across days and weeks, builds a dog who understands how to communicate, who has a sense of purpose and structure, and who trusts their relationship with you enough to work for and with you. A dog who trains regularly is not just better behaved. They are more fulfilled at a fundamental level. And here's the part most owners miss. Mental work makes a dog more tired than physical work does. A 20-minute session of focused training will leave a dog more genuinely exhausted and more peaceful than an hour of chasing a ball. The brain burns more energy than the muscles when it's working hard. Use that. The dog who destroys your furniture when you leave the house is not a bad dog. They're an understimulated mind that's looking for an outlet. Give the mind something to do, and the furniture problem often resolves on its own. Secret number 4. The company of other animals. Dogs read their own species in ways that no human can fully replicate. The language between dogs, the body postures, the ear positions, the weight shifts, the micro-signals exchanged in a fraction of a second, is a complete and nuanced system of communication that a dog can only practice with other dogs. Without that practice, their ability to navigate the canine world deteriorates. They become reactive, anxious, or overstimulated in the presence of other dogs because they've lost fluency in a language they were born to speak. Socialization is not about throwing your dog into a dog park and hoping for the best. That approach backfires more often than it succeeds. Real socialization is controlled, gradual, and built on positive experiences. It begins with one other dog, ideally calm and well socialized, in a neutral space where neither animal feels territorial. You let them approach at their own pace. You watch the body language carefully. Are both dogs loose and curious? Good. Are they stiffening, stalking, or fixating? That's the moment to redirect, not to wait and see. As your dog builds confidence and fluency, you can expand the circle. Introduce different sizes, breeds, and temperaments one at a time. Let your dog accumulate positive references. Experiences that tell them the canine world is navigable and safe. Those references become the foundation of a dog who can walk past another dog on the street without falling apart. Not every dog needs a best friend. Some dogs prefer limited social contact, and that's completely valid. The goal is not a social butterfly. It's a dog who has enough experience with their own species to feel confident and grounded in the world they live in. Secret number 5. Dedicated playtime. Play is not a bonus. It's not the treat at the end of the training session, or the 20 minutes you squeeze in when you have nothing else going on. For a dog, play is a biological need, as fundamental as food, as essential as rest. It is the primary way a dog integrates their instincts with their environment, and the quality of that integration determines enormous amounts of their emotional and behavioral health. When you play with your dog, you're doing something much more significant than tiring them out. You're speaking their language at the loudest possible volume. You're activating the parts of their brain that feel most alive. The parts built for pursuit, for strategy, for the joy of a moving target. You're also deepening the bond in a way that calmer interactions simply can't match, because play involves vulnerability and trust. Your dog is telling you, I feel safe enough to be playful with you. That's not nothing. Figure out what your dog's play style actually is, not what you want it to be. Some dogs are chasers. They need something moving away from them. Others are tuggers. They need resistance and engagement. Some are searchers. They want a scent game, something hidden and found. Forcing a tugger to play fetch doesn't satisfy them. It's activity without resonance. Find the thing that makes your dog's whole body engage, and do that thing. 15 to 20 minutes of genuine focused play done every single day will change your dog's behavioral baseline in ways that no amount of correction or training alone can achieve. The dog who bites the leash, who barks obsessively at the window, who can't settle in the evenings. That dog is almost always a dog whose play needs are unmet. Meet those needs consistently, and a calmer, more cooperative dog tends to emerge on its own. Play is also one of the most honest forms of communication available to you and your dog. Watch them during play. Watch where their energy goes, what frustrates them, what delights them, where they try to cheat, and where they show genuine restraint. The dog who plays with you openly, freely, and with full engagement, that dog trusts you completely. That dog is okay. Here's what ties all 5 of these secrets together. They're not tricks. They're not hacks. They're a framework for understanding that your dog is a complete, complex living being, with needs that go far beyond food and shelter. A dog who is touched with care, who feels genuinely accompanied, whose mind is regularly engaged, who has positive experiences with their own species, and who plays freely every day. That dog is living the life they were built for. And the owner of that dog is experiencing something most people never get to, a relationship with an animal that is operating at its full emotional capacity, giving everything it has because everything it needs has been given in return. That's the transformation. It was available to you the whole time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and see you in our next video as we continue to dive deep into canine psychology every day.